I'm getting so sick of falling back into old patterns. A few days ago, I was here in my room and I found myself dumb scrolling on TikTok for the longest time. And I started to feel so nauseous about it. Like, I actually felt ill. And there was nothing wrong with me. I was perfectly fine, perfectly healthy. And then I stopped and I realized I was feeling so grossed out by dumb scrolling on social media. Especially because I reached a point when I was just watching dumb videos, like silly stuff, like brain rot, I guess. And I just, that doesn't sit right with me anymore. Especially the spending too much time on social media, just dumb scrolling, right? And then I was journaling about it because I couldn't point out the exact reason why I was feeling nauseous or ill, like physically ill. And then one of you left a comment under my video of the grief of outgrowing your friends, and something just clicked. Like, it's like they perfectly described the reason why I was feeling so bad about it. I'm gonna read it. So in that video I was talking about how painful and hard it is to outgrow your friends because of everything that it involves, right? And Reina17 wrote, because your friends are a reflection of who you used to be, not who you are now. So associating with them feels like you're going back to that version of you. And once you stop scrolling your life away and actually start working on your ambitions and growth, you lose patience for anything trying to tug you back into that rabbit hole. That last line is in essence what happened when I realized I didn't want to dumb scroll anymore and why it was making me feel so bad. That's when I realized why going back to old patterns like dumb scrolling on TikTok or sleeping so late, just old patterns that the current version of me would not do, and the identity of the woman I'm trying to embody and that I'm working towards wouldn't do. Now, I believe there's a tricky part because there's a very fine line between feeling grossed out by these old patterns and actually feeling comfortable when you're doing them. Because that's something else, you know, when you are trying to act different, you're trying to change or become a better version of yourself, you're trying to do things different, basically. Sometimes life will put you in situations where old you would act in a very specific way, and it's like, oh, let's say if you learn the lesson and you act differently, but because you're still in that transition phase, it's very, very comfortable to remain the same instead of acting differently, because different is scary. So at least I'm starting to become more aware of this, at least in this transition phase of mine, when sometimes I'm like, so for example, the habit I wanted to build back in January was to exercise daily, because I wanted to move my body and I wanted to nurture my body and take care of it. So there were days when I woke up and I was like, I don't want to. I feel like so tired. But I was like, it's okay. Like, it's going to be good. I won't regret exercising. It's energizing and it's going to make me feel good about myself and with my body, right? I'm gonna feel more motivated and more energized. So no matter how tired I feel, I'm going to exercise because that's what the person I am becoming would do. I just wanted to share that. I don't know what's on your mind. What do you think about this? So in essence, when I was dumb scrolling on TikTok, I lost patience. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to do this anymore, you know? It's like draining me. It feels draining because it's an old pattern, and I've been working so hard on acting different and on acting like the identity I want to embody, right? So that's how I knew. I don't know what you think about this. Let me know in the comments. And Reina, thank you for sharing your thoughts because they were so accurate, so on point. So thank you for watching, and no one says it's easy to stop falling into old patterns, to break out, but it's possible. And if you're watching this, I know that you are putting in the effort. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!